Dear students, greetings to all. Today is the last topic from the IUPAC nomenclature, and today's topic is IUPAC nomenclature of bicyclo compounds and spiro compounds. Bicyclo compounds are nothing but two cyclic rings are attached by bridge. For example, you have one 6-member ring, two 6-member rings are present, and this is you have to consider as a bridge. And if the rings, both rings are in same size, you can give the numbering from any side. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. This is the way of giving the numbering. And when you are writing the name, you have to prefix bicyclo, then you have to see the how many number of carbon atoms are there in each ring, and followed by bridge. So first ring 1 2 3 4 carbon atoms are there, that you have to start in the bracket 4 comma, and another one is that 1 2 3 4 carbon atoms are there, so you can give the number 4, and middle there is no carbon atom, so you can write it as a 0. And how many total number of carbons you have? That 10 carbon atoms are there, you can write it as a decade. Bicyclo 4 0 decade. Okay, and another one we will take. There are two different type of cycles are there. One is that longest carbon chain is there, that is the bigger cycle, and another one is that shortest short ring is there. There are two carbons only present, and bridge there is no carbon atoms present. So when you are giving the numbering, you have to start in bicyclo compounds from the bridge, you have to start, and you have to continue that bigger cycle first, followed by that smaller cycle. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So total you have that 8 carbon atoms, and two cyclic rings are there. So prefix bicyclo. So in the bigger cycle you have the 4 carbon atoms in the bracket 4 comma, and the smaller cycle you have 2 carbon atoms 4 comma 2, and the bridge you have 0 carbons, so you have to write it as a 0. So total 8 carbons are there, so you have to write it as a octane. Okay, for example there is a substitution is present on the any cycle, so you should give the priority to the bigger cycle only, even though substitution or a double bond or functional group is present, there is no problem. You have to give the numbering from the bridge, and you have to continue with the bigger size ring 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So when you are giving the name, at the 7 carbon you have the methyl group, 8 carbon you have the methyl group. So 7 comma 8 dimethyl bicyclo in the bracket 4 comma 2 comma 0 octane. Okay, so this is what you have to mention the name for the bicyclic compounds. I hope you understand. Practice more compounds, then it will be easy to remember. So for example, this is the one bicyclic compound. So this is the bridge carbon, this is the bridge carbon, and so this side you have that 3 number of carbons, this side you have that 2 number of carbons. So you have to start from here. It goes to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so what you have to write? You have to write as a bicyclo 3 rings are there in the bigger carbon, 2 carbon atoms are in the smaller ring, and 1 carbon atom is there on the bridge. So you have to write as a 3 2 1. So total 8 carbon atoms are there. You have to write it as a octane. Okay, so this is what you have to practice and you have to remember it. Now we will see that how the IUPAC name is given to the Spiro compounds. How to give the name to the Spiro compounds? Spiro compounds are nothing but 2 or more rings connected with single atom. Spiro compounds are nothing but 2 or more rings connected with the single atom. For example, so here this is one ring and this is one ring, both are attached to connected with the single carbon atom. So when you are giving the numbering to the Spiro compounds, you have to start with smaller ring. You have to start with smaller ring. This is the difference between the bicyclo compound numbering and Spiro compound numbering. Bicyclo compound numbering, you have to start with the bridge carbon followed by bigger ring, then smaller ring. And in Spiro compounds, you have to start with the adjacent to the common atom, in which is having that smaller ring, that you have to, from that you have to start it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 7 8. So prefix you have to mention as a Spiro. In the bracket you have to mention only the smaller ring as well as bigger ring. So while you are starting the numbering, you have to start with the smaller ring. Smaller ring 2 carbon atoms are there, 2 comma, and bigger ring you have that 1 2 3 4 5 carbon atoms. So 2 comma 5. So total 8 carbon atoms are there. It is the octane. So another one we will see. For example, so here you have the 3 carbon atom ring, another one is 4 carbon atom ring. So 3 carbon atom ring is the smaller ring. So numbering you have to start with the smaller ring. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So Spiro. So 3 carbon atoms are there in the smaller ring, 3 comma, 4 carbon atoms are there in the bigger ring, 4 oct 6 ene. So in that way you have to practice bicyclo compounds and spiro compounds, which are important to the competitive exam like JEE and NEET. I hope you understand it. If you understand, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.